so prolific, it's Dipset Bergen. And this money we be getting is so terrific, the whole team working.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today I've got a list for you guys, and this is a list of the top 10 cheapies in my collection. And so what does that mean? Well, it means the top 10 fragrances I have that you can get for under $30. And I've Googled all of these, and there's websites, not eBay, that you can find each of these for under $30. Now, I do a lot of lists and stuff like that. I want to let you know I did this because I got continued requests for this list. You guys ask enough and I'll get to it in time. You know, grapefruit fragrances, for whatever reason, was a big request. And this has been a request as well. I got at least a few requests for this one, so I wanted to do it. If you guys want to see like a niche, least expensive niche fragrance list, I'm fine with doing that as well. And I want to let you guys know the reason why I like to do it with fragrances I have bottles of is because I feel like I'm just more I know them better, right? I could certainly include guys, I have a collection of over 800 decants and samples to add to my 800 fragrances, but I just feel like I know the bottles better and I feel like I can stand behind them better. So that's why I don't include decants and samples in these videos. So hey, let's get into it. These are the 10 fragrances in my collection that I think are the best buys under $30. And yeah, I did this one in order, but they're all good buys in my opinion. So let's just get right into it. First one is going to be from the house of Nautica. Yeah, and this one is Voyage. Hey, I get it. This isn't going to blow anybody away. It's not special. It's not interesting. You know, someone like myself who co-created Maxx out, you could sort of say this is an antithesis of what that was. But I enjoy this fragrance because I think that you can wear it at any occasion and never feel like you're not appropriate. It's going to do the best in the spring and summer for you without a doubt. But when I wear this, and you can see I've worn a good amount, it's very rare I don't get a compliment on this guy. It's just a really good, safe fragrance. You got apple on here, you've got some green notes, you've got a really nice lotus flower note. It's just really well composed and it just smells good. It smells great. And you should be able to find this for like 15 bucks. So I think it's a really good value. I think you can wear it any time of the year. And for under $20, it's tough to do much better for a sort of jack of all trade fragrance. It doesn't interest me. It's not something I ever get excited about, but I do enjoy its reliability, the reliability factor of Nautica Voyage. So that's going to be number 10 on this list. Number 9 is one that you've probably heard me sort of wax poetic about. I really haven't heard any other reviewers talk well about this, but this is from the house of Zur. It is called Corduroy. Now, I think I paid $12 for my bottle. It seems like the price of this has shot up a little bit. You can still find it I found $27 for this one, so I don't know if this somehow is going to be on the chopping block. Zur seems to be not making anything new, so I don't know if they've been sold, if they've ceased production on their products, if they're whatever, but I think that they're probably, if you want this, I'd get it now would be my advice. This is certainly more of a fall and winter play for a perfume or fragrance. You're gonna get in this one nutmeg, cinnamon, tonka, gaiac wood. Now, why this one to me is very unique is it's a warming, spiced, woody fragrance, but it also has a soapy barbershop side to it as well. So you get this spicy, woody, sort of complex blend with some very old school soapy barbershop qualities. I think that mix works extremely well. And this is a real hidden gem. And if you ever see this at like your Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshalls for 15, 20 bucks, just buy it. Buy it. You don't like it, message me and I'll tell you you're an idiot. But no, I think it's a great great fragrance. It's my number 9 pick. Number 8 is going to be from the house of Alvarez Gomez. This one is called Aqua Colonia. I actually got my bottle from New York, so that just tells you the type of quality you'll be dealing with. You can find this for $16. It's going to work for you any season. Of course, it's going to do the best spring and summer. This is a great eau de cologne for a very cheap price. There you see it's a natural spray. It's a concentrated eau de cologne. It's made in Spain. Very old school fragrance. This one, lavender, thyme, lemon, geranium, chamomile. You can spray this liberally. Geranium is not listed in the note breakdown on this one, but believe me, you spray this one on, you'll smell a big dose of very minty geranium. This is one of the best eau de colognes I feel like in my collection. And I got some good ones, including Acqua di Cima by Eau de Italy, which is probably my favorite eau de cologne. But I think this one's just great for that price point. This is available in almost any shave shop, wet shave shop. And it's just got a very classic European vibe to it. It's really, really good for the money. I think you're going to have a hard time finding a better, really cheap eau de cologne. It lasts a lot longer than something like $47.11. So that's number 8. Number 7, we're going to go to the house of Frank Olivier. I just did a review on this guy. This is Oud Touch. Not much to say here. You can find this for $17. It's going to do really well for you in the fall and winter. Yeah, here you're going to get caramel, lavender, raspberry. The comparisons are to Dior Oud Ispahan and Diptyque's Oud Palo. I think they're very fair comparisons. The quality here is probably a little bit of a step down, but I cannot believe this costs what it does. When I remember getting this and spraying it on and just being really happy and stunned. It's eau de parfum concentration, and it's $17 for something that rivals Dior Oud Ispahan. Number 6, I gave this a 10 out of 10 when I reviewed it. Hey, I think for good reason. This is from the house of Jacques Bogart. This is Boron, $15. I found this one for. This is going to work for you great in the spring, fall, winter. Probably a little bit too heavy for summer, hot summer weather. Lavender Tonka, lavender Tonka, lavender Tonka. Gorgeous, very wearable, very barbershop-like. Very strong as well. I'm spraying now. Just really super wearable, very clean. Has even for lavender and tonka, has a wonderful fresh out of the shower vibe. Very strong as well. Cannot go wrong. $15. It might be the best value on this entire list. Pick it up. Number 5, easily one of my favorite gourmands. Take a look how much I wore of this. This is Lolita Lempicka Au Masculine. Another fragrance. I've waxed poetic about this now. I don't know how many times. It's going to do best for you in the spring and fall. I think this is a real spring and fall fragrance. Licorice, anise, vanilla, rum. Just really, really sweet. One of the best gourmands in the world. I don't know how many of your friends wear Lolita Lempicka Au Masculine, but I'm smelling it now. Yeah, if you like licorice, this is one of the best cheap licorice fragrances in the world. I mean, it literally has a black licorice whip note in it. It's just really, really good. I think the presentation's nice. I think it's a playful theme. One of my favorite perfumers, Nick Minardo, composed this one. And for the money, it's kind of hard to do better. This is going to be number 5. Number 4, we're going to go to the house of Azzaro. This is the very simple, very underrated Porom. It took me forever and a day to come around to this guy, but I am around and I am a big, big fan. $22 is what I found this for, and I think you can get a 100 ml bottle for this any season of the year, guys. You can wear this any season of the year. Lavender, anise, oak moss, and leather. Quintessential barbershop fragrance. A lot of barbershop fragrances you guys see from the big dogs are trying to be Azzaro Porom, and they're failing. This is just excellent. Huge dose of anise in this. This really smells like like old school shaving cream. It smells like an old school barbershop. Azara really did a great job. I remember I got this. I think I talked about this in another video. I think in my barbershop video. And I sprayed it. And the first time I got it, I was like, I don't understand. And it took me 3 or 4 wearings, maybe more, maybe 10 wearings, to really just be like, oh, okay, I get it. And once you get it, you're gonna get it. And for $22 for 100 ml, I mean, you know, look, I'm not saying it's Invasion Barbar, but I guarantee you Invasion Barbar took some inspiration from this one. Number 3, we're gonna go to the House of Lalique. You guys already know, I'm sure. This is, of course, Encre Noir. Listen, this is $23, okay? $23. Buy it for the bottle alone. The bottle is supposed to resemble an inkwell, probably weighs 5 pounds. I mean, something like that. This is a fall and winter fragrance exclusively. You probably could get away with it in the spring. The 3 notes I pick up almost exclusively, vetiver, cypress, and ISOE super. And people like to talk about this like it's this dark, you know, it's the Darth Vader of perfumes. It's certainly hard to find an occasion to wear this one, because it's a darker scent, but it doesn't last that long. It's not a beast. It's not going to embarrass you. It's a lot of bark and very little bite. This is that puppy that comes to the door and barks its ass off, and you know, you walk in and it scrams. It's very harmless, but it's excellent. It's an excellent dark scent. I think it's a great introduction to niche. Even though Lalique is really not a niche house, I think it's a good introduction to people who like something like Voyage, and want to start to test the waters of some more daring stuff. And it's a great, and the presentation is just Lalique. You know what Lalique does. You know, they do crystal, so you know their presentation is top notch. So, number 3. Number 2, I think I've told the story of how I came across this one. I was buying Tonka Imperial, and the Garamond salesman at Saks, we were admiring each other's watches. He had a Panerai. At the time, I had a Milgauss by Rolex, and you know, we were just going back and forth, and he was like, what's your favorite fragrance of all time? And I forget what I said at the time. I think I said Jubilation 25, I think was what I said, or Amber Narguilé from Hermes. And he said, oh, mine's Laura Broma by Laura Biggiotti, the one in the Coliseum bottle. And I was like, oh, yeah, I heard of that. You know, I don't think I tried. He's like, dude, he was an Italian dude, super well dressed, really like a classy guy. And so I was like, oh, all right, I'm definitely gonna check that out. And I saw it at TJ Maxx. It was in the bottom of the shelf behind everything else. There was only one bottle, and I bought it. I bought it. You can find it for like $25 online. You can wear this, I think, in the spring, the fall, winter. I think it might be a little too much for summer. This is unbelievable. Benzoin, grapefruit, and galbanum. Those are the notes you really want to concentrate on in this one. And what you really, when you wear this, you need to focus on the benzoin and the galbanum, the resins, the green, and the sort of smokier resins mixing with the grapefruit. This is an amazing grapefruit fragrance, but with the benzoin and the galbanum, it's this very almost sultry, savory grapefruit. It's really something. It's very special, I think. And the presentation is gorgeous. It's a heavy bottle. It is very clearly the Coliseum. It's got a really nice cap, and it's just a gorgeous fragrance that you can get away with for 3 seasons out of the year. And for $25, I think this is stunning. And you're not gonna find many people who wear this one. Again, I kind of like more unique fragrances. And of course Voyage is in here, but you know, I think that's just great as well. So, and again, not everyone wears Voyage, you know. Number 1, this was pretty easy for me. This is from the house of Garamond, guys, and this is Avec Rouge. This eau de parfum. This is very quickly becoming, you know, a top 5 fragrance for me of all time. You know, Fahrenheit, Zing, Avec Rouge is right there for me now. This is $26 for the eau de parfum. 80 season, as far as I'm concerned. So many things going on in this, it's ridiculous. You have to really pick it apart. Rose in here, lemon, leather, vanilla, beautiful sandalwood note, carnation, rosewood. Just the citrus top is so nuanced. There's so many different citrus smells in it. It smells like a classy man to me, and a woman could wear this without problem. Gorgeous mix of citrus and resin. It's to me, it's just a quintessential scent for a man. I could see I know James Bond wore florist. I could see James Bond wearing this. I could see any guy wearing this, and what I really like about this one is I feel super comfortable dressed down in this one. You know, I feel like I could wear a simple t-shirt, you know, jeans and kicks, or I could wear a suit. I just feel comfortable wearing it anywhere at any time. Yeah, if it was the dead heat of summer, you know, I might want to wear, you know, the low or the sport version. But other than that, I could spring, fall, winter, summer night. I'm just very comfortable wearing the scent, and for the price, I just think it's a classic man's cologne. I just think it's amazing. So I think you need to smell it. I don't think it's something I could really, you know, explain great to you guys. I think you just need to get a sample of it. It's got that Guerlain in it, and if you smell enough Guerlain fragrances, you sort of realize that base that they incorporate so well. It's sort of a vanilla resiny thing with some florals, and I feel like there's even a touch of citrus in that Guerlain. But this is my number one. I think if you got under $30 and you just want to try something, get this. And even if you're new to the game, stash it. You know what I'm saying? Smell some other stuff and then come back to this and you'll love it. So that's it, guys. I'm sorry it took so much of your time, but I did want to do this well, and I think you know, I tried my best. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this one, and let me know what you want to see next. You know, I got some ideas, but if there's something you want to see and you're passionate enough about it, and you keep hounding me, I promise you guys I'll get to it. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you next week, of course, with more videos. Let me know what's your favorite under $30 fragrance. Please let me know. And I'll see you guys again real soon. Again, thank you all so much for subscribing, for commenting, for liking. I really do appreciate it. No one's saying enough, but I do appreciate it. All right, guys, my name obviously is Maximilian, and I'm listening.
I ain't the type of the sweat cops. Boogie in the blob, half for all my sweat socks. My niggas is wolves, my niggas is hungry. You gotta stay fly like that boy named Bun B. But in the hood, I'm an icon. Young flashy nigga running.